Hey broskies, so I got a new phone and so I had to get new cases. So I've got some new cases to review. So this is my old phone. You may recognize the three-dimensional Rilakkuma head from one of my earlier reviews. And this one has definitely been my favorite. It's definitely been the most protective and the most cute, so I've just used it. And I even attached a little Pooh Bear charm to it. I know this is like kind of a big selling point because iPhones don't come with a little place to put your charms now. Or not that they ever did, but um, kind of miss having a bunch of crap dangling from my phone. So here's my naked iPhone 5S. Ooh. And so I wanted to kind of keep the same look. And so I got the same case. So you can see the iPhone 5 is a little bit taller and a little bit slimmer, but overall the cases are pretty much exactly the same. It even has the little holes here for your charms. If you like charms. I haven't put one on there yet. But it has all the same features. In fact, it might be even more protective than the iPhone 4 one, just because I noticed this ridge around here is a little bit more, it's a little thicker than it is on the iPhone 4. And it's the same case. It's got the same kind of grippy texture. It's very smooth. It's silicone, so it's very stretchy. It's very shock absorbing. And this is the one that I've been using a lot right now. It's looks like a cookie sandwich or something. And it's got little Mickey Mouse heads on it. And I've just been really liking this one because it's really fun and it's simple, and I like these grooves here are really good for like gripping, and it's also a lot of shock absorption protection. It's got a good frame around it so that if it falls kind of on the screen, it's got a bit of protection. And this is, I think, also silicone or not latex, but something like that, because it's very stretchy and rubbery. And the kind of orangey cookie part is kind of textured to it, so it's kind of supposed to be textured like a cookie, and that kind of helps when you want to grab it or hold it. It just kind of, it's easier to hold in your hand, I guess. It's not as slippery, and it's easy to take on and off because it's very silicone rubbery. This is the first one that I ordered. It's this little My Melody knockoff because it says My Cool Way up here instead of My Melody. Of course, it's backwards. You probably can't read it, but I ordered this one mainly because it's really, really cute. And I don't remember the seller, but it came with a dust cover for the earphone jack. So it goes in the bottom. It's a little dangly mouse. And I didn't know that it was coming with it, so I was pleasantly surprised. It's very cute. And so I wanted this one because it had a little thing on the front. So it has a little bird, and it has the same bird in the birdhouse here. I don't know, I just thought it was really cute. It also is, like the other ones, kind of silicone, same kind of, not rough, but smooth, but not like slippery texture. And it has so it's a little bit 3D, a little bit sticks out. None of these so far I haven't had any problems with it blocking the camera or making the flash turn funny colors or anything like that. So far all of these cases are really good. And I like to kind of rotate through them on a regular basis just to keep things interesting. And I don't know, I just think the pastel is really nice if you're into pastel stuff. I really like some sort of more subtle girly stuff. And this one has been pretty protective too because the silicone is very shock absorbing. It's got nice coverage on it, and it's easy to take off. But I say these are easy to take off, but they're easy to take off if you intend to take them off. They don't just sort of like slip out. And I haven't had that problem ever with any of my phone cases anyway. This was the very, very, very first case I bought, like before I bought my phone. So I wouldn't have to walk around with a naked phone for however long it took for my new cases to arrive. So I bought this one at the Sanrio store, my local mall. And I really like this one because I really love Badtz Maru, but it's a little harder to put on, and it's really tight, and it's hard to push the lock button, and it's hard to tell exactly how snug it is in there, if it's like locked in. I don't feel like it's super duper protective, and because it's so shiny, it gets a lot of fingerprints on it, and I'm not a big fan of that, but I really love Badtz Maru, and I just wanted something on my phone and it wasn't super duper expensive. If I could take this stupid thing off, it's another thing. This one's really hard to take off. I can take it off. Okay. And so here's the last one. It is kind of just it says it's leather, but it's some sort of like pleather. It's kind of, it feels very cardboardy, almost paper-like. But I like it a lot because it's got a little like lanyard with it. So if you're going somewhere where you want to take pictures and you don't want to keep pulling your phone out of your pocket or purse, you put it in here and just sort of like snap as you go, and it just slides in. This one is also kind of snug, also not super protective, I don't think, but it doesn't cover the camera at all, and maybe the flash a little bit, but I don't use the flash very much anyway. It does kind of cover the front camera a little bit, so you kind of just have to make sure your phone's pushed down before you take a front-facing photo, which you probably would notice anyway before you take the photo. My only complaint with this one, really, so far, I haven't used this one that much, is that because of the way this flap fits over here, it makes it a little bit hard to text message or type anything on your phone, at least when in portrait view. Probably not so much in landscape, but I don't type in landscape very often. Landscape, portrait. So this one is more like if I know I'm going like the zoo or somewhere out with my friends, and even then, if I know that even if it's sort of spur of the moment, it doesn't really matter. Like, this is kind of the current one I'm using right now, and I think this one will also be a go-to one. And really, pretty much all of the silicone ones I really like, just because they're really floppy and flappy. And there's my bird. Anyway, so I'll wrap this up real quick. So all of these I got on eBay for under $10 each. So you just have to shop around. I think they all came from China. So yeah, just always remember to check their reviews on them to make sure that, like, if a lot of people aren't getting what they want, or there's bad communication between the sellers and the buyers and stuff like that. So that's just a hazard, especially when buying anything from overseas, which I'm sure most of you know anyway if you're watching this. So just a precaution. So let's see. Top 3 for me currently. And I probably am just biased because I really like the silicone, because I like rubbery stuff. I like being able to remove the cases at will, but they also are very snug in there, so there's a lot of protection. These ones I wouldn't use every day. This one I might never use again just because it's so tight and kind of just really inconvenient and I don't feel like it offers that much protection. And this one I will probably only use if I know that I'm going to use the phone more as a camera and not so much as a phone for texting or for typing. And so that wraps it up, and I hope that there will be another video very soon. Bye!